Alright, before we start this episode, I want to give a shout out to Cloudy Skies AJ for this wonderful fan art of Jumpstar here. I absolutely adore this. I love the little pauses and I love the green glow around her eyes. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for sending this in. Everyone, really. I'm really blown away by all the support everyone's given. So glad you lot are enjoying the series. And we'll get right back into it then, alright? So, we're back with Moth Clan here. We are about to see the warrior names and medicine name for 3 of the siblings here. As we remember, Hatchpaw was taken away by twolegs, so they're not going to be getting their name unless they return. So let's skip ahead. Tawnystone, Sloethorn, and Smokethroat. Only one of these actually came from comments. Hatchpaws did too, but they're not here right now. So we're just gonna have to live with that. So let's check in with the clan here. Looks like Bartkit is hanging out with Smokethroat here in the medicine den. And I did throw that little comment about them having asthma, because that came from the same comment. Thank you for the suggestion. I really like it. Other than that, looks like our new member here. I forgot to add them to the list, darn it. I update this and then I forget important events like that. There we are. Now Shadowhawk is included in our hijinks. So let's check in with the clan here. Wasp Stripe, dreaming about being leader. That's an interesting choice. Feathercloud is listening to stories about Hatchpaw. I didn't think about the fact, since the game thinks they're dead, that they're going to be telling stories about them like they're dead. Oh, that's so sad. Violet Mask is tripping over Bartkit. I can just see the villainous glare in Violet Mask's eyes. I think they're becoming a resentful cat. Emberheart is thinking about love. That's right. Your mate Judefur died. I don't know if there's really anyone in your... You know, there is someone in your age range, actually. Shadowhawk is 52 moons old. Emberheart is just our resident lesbian. Well, let's see what Shadowhawk's up to. I don't think they're doing anything special. Chaosrift wants to visit Lightning Whisker and Star Clan. Are you hoping to get advice? We have kind of had that rift between Star Clan and the Clan Cadet Rift, because Chaosrift. Haha, I'm funny. So we haven't really been communing with the warrior ancestors lately. Brickletail is rethinking their life choices. Wasn't one of the dead cats saying that you could do better than Tiny Birch Brickletail? Don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you, okay? Wow, Tawnystone, you grew up very fluffy. Was not expecting that. Smokethroat looks so much like Sparrowthroat. That is very... Smokethroat heard a rumor about Ravenpaw. I'll let you in on a small secret. I forgot what the kids' warriors' names were. So when I went to update this, I just aged the clan forward, intending to reset it. And in that time, in that one moment, Ravenpaw actually died. So, but I had already decided it wasn't canon because I wasn't recording at the time. So, maybe Ravenpaw had a near-death experience, and Smokethroat is like, whoa, hang on there, buddy, hang on. Yeah, Shadowhawk's just headed into the dirt place. So I don't see any reason why we can't make them mates. Where's our resident lesbian? Who was I just talking about? Emberheart. Oh, because they're still in a relationship with Judefur. Sorry, Judefur, it's kind of been months. I think it's time. Look. They would have very pretty kittens. Look, they're both very pretty kitties. Okay, look, she's thinking it's time to move on, alright? Come on. You can't be mates with a dead cat forever. I mean, you can, but also, Let's send some kitties out. Flypaw with Jumpstar. I don't see any other apprentices. Oh, yeah, because it's just Ravenpaw and Hatchpaw isn't here. So, yeah, I can send anybody else out. So it looks like we're sending Spark Cloud and Wasp Stripe. I didn't fix that on the sheet either. Gosh, I fixed it in the game for once, but I didn't fix it on the sheet. I am so bad. And we'll send them out. They come across a thunder path. Again, only one bad thing has ever happened with the thunder path, but it happened so early on that it has tainted my experience with thunder paths ever since. You see me hesitate every single time, and only one thing has ever happened on a thunder path. I swear. Alright, so let's send Ravenpaw out with Chaosrift, and then we can send anybody else out. So it looks like we've got Prickletail, and if we've got Prickletail, we should also send... Tiny Birch isn't here, so we'll just send Meadowdapple, and I guess Heavy Oak as well. They find a loner interested in joining clan. No! You have too many. And then, looks like Storm, Tawnystone, Emberheart, and Cloud Feather. I remembered. Emberheart suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork. Emberheart's still trying to be a mentor even though their apprentice is gone. No one steps up to teach. You know, this would be a great chance to practice teamwork, guys. Yeah? I was just saying, I'm not going to do anything about it. My apprentice is gone. Listen, I'm heartbroken. Someone else should do it. Emberheart, you are fascinating. And it looks like we've got Violet Mask, Weed Speck, Marsh Eyes, and Sloethorn. No! I already said no, alright? We had our one for the season. As much as I love kitty pets, and as much as I miss our dear Wave. Loudwave. I keep trying to call him Wave something instead of Loudwave. We will have a proper reincarnated Loudwave one day, but that day is not today. And then finally, Tiny Birch, Shadowhawk, Shrewbie, and Pike Splash. Every single time. So let's check in with Star Clan real quick. Pantherstep is not dead. So Pantherstep is with the twolegs, and they want to warn Chaosrift. So maybe while they're captured, they're at the vet's office or whatever, and they find out some information from the other kitty pets there. Maybe I should have taken that kitty pet in. Okay, next time we see a kitty pet, we will have them send a message from Pantherstep. There will be an escaped... Okay, gotta keep that in mind next time. So they want to send a warning to Chaosrift about something that's been happening with the twolegs. Honeystar wondering about twolegs makes sense. Hatchpaw isn't dead, but they're wishing that they had more time to grow up, so they're probably thinking about their siblings, who they know just got their warrior names, and they're wishing that they also would have gotten their warrior name. They're probably sitting alone and scared and missing their family, which is really sad. Most of the Star Clan cats either wanted to send a message to a medicine cat or is watching over the clan. But I didn't have anything to comment on it, so I didn't say anything about it. Blossompaw and Barkpaw have both started their apprenticeships. Let's take a look. I assume that's Blossompaw. And then Barkpaw is hanging out in the Elder's Den, it looks like. Other than that, there's a lot of stuff happening in the Medicine Den. And it looks like Storm is talking with Jumpstar here. Interesting. Despite their kind of bloodthirsty origins, Jumpstar has kind of taken charge of the clan, which is nice. I was a little worried about them for a while, but things seem to be going okay, aside from the whole two-leg thing. Chaosrift is sitting alone in the apprentice den. Maybe they're kind of feeling guilty about Hatchpaw having been taken away. So we'll check in with the clan here. Jumpstar almost lost a life recently. Honestly, I'm gonna take that as meaning they did lose a life. And I wonder what got them. Maybe they got caught in a two-leg trap? And in trying to escape... that's a little dark. That's a little dark. Warriors is sometimes a little dark. But maybe they got caught and, in desperately trying to free themselves, injured themselves in such a way that they lost a life, but made it back to the clan. Maybe they were out investigating. They are getting pretty old, too. Gosh, I didn't think about how old Jumpstar is. Jumpstar's reign may be over soon. I didn't think about how old Jumpstar's been getting. Gosh, she is an old girl. Wasp Stripe wants to be deputy. Weren't you thinking about that yesterday, too? You're kind of old to become deputy. The current deputy is much younger than you. You're going to be an elder in 2 moons. I think it's... I don't think that's going to happen, Wasp Stripe. With Feathercloud also dreaming about being leader. Gosh, maybe the whole clan is in a tizzy about Jumpstar having lost a life, and everyone's like, okay, who's going to be deputy? Oh, dear. Violet Mask acting suspicious. Gosh, maybe we've got a Hawkfrost situation where Violet Mask engineered Jumpstar getting caught in the trap. That is possible. Weed Speck also thinking about being leader. Gosh, you lot are all too old to be deputy at this point. Come on. Emberheart also acting suspicious, although I can kind of understand that since Hatchpaw kind of has disappeared. So I can forgive you acting a little suspicious. Chaosrift assigning cats to a border patrol, possibly keeping a better eye out for those traps, since their leader lost a life to one. Prickletail too. I mean, you're young enough for it. You have not had an apprentice yet, though. So we'll have to see. And we've still got a little bit of time left. Everybody, seriously. Just because Jumpstar lost a life does not mean that the deputy position is free game, alright? Come on. Marsh Eyes too, I swear all of these cats are just waiting for Jumpstar to die. Mask is hoping for a message from StarClan. Can you tell I messed that up like 3 times in a row? Looks like Blossompaw is apprenticed to Wasp Stripe. And Barkpaw doesn't want to become a warrior yet again with Violet Mask. Violet Mask? Jumpstar, why do you keep giving apprentices to Violet Mask? Give anybody else a shot. Violet Mask has had 3 apprentices? Barkpaw, you have to train under somebody else. I don't care who it is. You have to train under somebody else. I've just realized that your mom is your mentor. I have to change both of their mentors. Okay, well, we'll engineer a little bit. We wanted to talk about Pike Splash and Marsh Eyes as being potential deputies, so I think I'll give them to both of them. Let me see who I want to give to who, though. Okay, so I've decided we are going to give Blossompaw, the responsible one, to Pike Splash, who is chaotic, I think their trait was. And then we will give Barkpaw to Marsh Eyes. For no particular reason, really, actually. So I'll edit that in the files and put it on here. So let's check in with our healers. So Rushclaw and Moss Mask are worrying about infection in the clan. They were worried about infection before, too. I wonder if something about the traps gives them that impression, or if they're worried about something like cat tetanus. I don't know if cats can actually get tetanus. I assume they can. But maybe the traps are not very clean looking, so they're worried about them. And I'm just going to do another generator here. Just to see if anything untold happens to little baby kitties. Nope. Nothing untold happens to little baby kitties. It's fine. We'll check in with StarClan. Hatchpaw is not dead, but they're disappointed in Crow Eyes. Why Crow Eyes of all cats? Crow Eyes is just feeling sassy. Why are you disappointed in them? Alright, so we've got Ravenpaw and Chaosrift here, and let's also send Sloethorn and Feathercloud out. They catch a large rat. Excellent. Blossompaw with Pike Splash here. And we'll also send Emberheart and Wasp Stripe. You're going out on patrol with your mom. Deal with it. Pike Splash is picking on the other cats. Pike Splash, why? Also, I've just noticed how similar Emberheart and Wasp Stripe look. They're kind of similar looking. Why are you picking on the other cats? They ignore Pike Splash. Pike Splash, why are you picking on them? I think Violet Mask would insist on going patrol with Jumpstar, since Jumpstar almost lost a life, and probably bringing some other experienced cats. Do we have any other actually experienced cats? We have an average. Meadowdapple, you're average. And I guess we'll send Shadowhawk out as well. They drive a fox and her cubs away, okay? Then we'll send Barkpaw with Marsh Eyes. And we'll send the Lovebirds out too. So Prickletail and Tiny Birch. And that'll be fine. Marsh Eyes suggests it's a good chance for your apprentice to practice. Good. And you teach them well. Good. Good, Marsh Eyes. You are showing initiative, unlike Pike Splash, who is just bullying their apprentice and the other cats for some reason. There are more cats left than I thought there were, but I guess we can send all 6 out. So we've got Shrewbee, Storkstorm, Heavy Oak, Spark Cloud, Tawnystone, and Weedspeck. They come across a rogue, okay? How is this gonna go? It's a full patrol, so yeah, they drive it off, no problem. Maybe the rogue was less trying to attack them and more trying to escape the mini traps. So, one final thing, we are going to get our news from Ant Clan, and that news is pretty brief. Birchfur from Ant Clan was captured by twolegs, and Buzzerbillow and Antgorse nearly got captured by twolegs, but Buzzerbillow saved their clan mate's life by pushing them out of the way of the trap, but they lost their tail in the attempt. So, not a whole lot happening there, and not a whole lot happened today either, actually, so maybe it's the calm before the storm, but things seem to be going okay. Suspiciously okay, even. Violet Mask is suspicious as ever, and but Jumpstar seems to be doing okay with herself and her clan. I guess she just really was after power and jumped sides to whichever side she thought would win and could grant her power, and she did. Still a little bit suspicious about Featherstar's death, but, you know, whatever. It's probably about time that I finally decide who Jumpstar's 9 lives were. I literally never decided that because it just happened so fast and there were not enough dead cats to cover the costs. So I may need a pull from Ant Clan, Star Clan. Thinking about importing them over too, just for funsies. Share a Star Clan pool. That way, you know, it feels a little bit more full. And Star Clan's all one big group anyway. But that'll be it for this episode. I'm not sure how long this is going to wind up being. It might be another short episode, but I can't let it get to be 45 minutes of recording time again. So that's going to be that. I am working on that other secret series. It's not even that secret. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it more than once by now. I am working on it. I spent probably 4 or 5 hours making cats for it. Oh boy, it took very long. And I'm not even halfway done with it, so might be a little bit longer on this. I've got another full work week ahead of me. I'm going to try pacing myself a little bit more, doing 1 episode at a time. And home life sucks. Trying to get through it. I got a new microphone and immediately found out it was worse than the one that I'm currently using. So that kind of destroyed my eagerness to go on. So I'm seeing if I can make the new microphone work, but for now I'm using the old one. Was hoping to do a dual recording with my partner of multiplayer Wolf Quest, because he's never played Wolf Quest at all, really. He played like once because I forced him into it, and I've never played multiplayer at all. So I thought that might be fun, but we need 2 microphones to make that work, and the one I have is very bad. Or at least I can't figure out how to make it work. It looks nice. Anyway, I've been rambling for too long. I've been hoping to fill the time if this episode winds up being too short. But I will see you all in the next one. Do the subscribey thing. We're close to 400. I want to get to 500 so I can get my community tab. For real this time. This has gone on way too long. I will see you all in the next one. Do the subscribey thing. We're like videos, whatever. Yeah, that's about it. See y'all in the next one, alright? Bye. Cannot let it go on any longer. Goodbye!